from the KUNV studios on the campus of UNLV. This is the smoothest countdown in America. This is the Weekend Smooth Jazz Countdown with Pamela Black.
Hello, everyone. I'm thrilled to be here with you and coming from this incredible city to share the best of the best in smooth jazz. Every week brings new moves on the chart, some big surprises, and always a few favorites you'll love hearing again. You're tuned in to the Definitive Groove Guide, counting down the biggest smooth jazz songs in the nation, based on airplay from stations across America. So let's kick things off with our number 20. After 16 weeks on the chart, he's taking his final bow from the countdown, but not before reminding us of the heights he's reached, including a turn at number 1. A Grammy-winning guitarist, producer, and arranger. Here's our number 20, guitarist Norman Brown, with his release, Casual Cool.
Counting down the 20 smoothest jazz songs of the week. The Weekend Smooth Jazz Countdown. Number 19.
That smooth spin was our number 19 song, Light of the World, by saxophonist Darren Ron. Now, sliding in at number 18, a chart-topping force on the Billboard. This guitarist and composer blends jazz, R&B, and funk into a sound that lights up today's smooth jazz scene. A graduate of Cal State Fullerton, his journey has taken him from sharing the stage with legends like Sheila E. and Carlos Santana to working as a TV guitarist before launching a string of solo hits. And while this music has earned him fans around the world, he says his most important role is closer to home, being a dad. Steady at number 18 and back-to-back this week is guitarist Blake Aaron with his release, Dare to Fly.
Smooth, number 17.
Finishing off that track was our number 17 song, Over Easy by Jazz, Funk, and Soul. And you are still in the groove zone with me, and this is your audio playground for the best in contemporary jazz. And coming up at number 16 is the ultimate all-star horn celebration, where jazz, soul, and R&B collide in a powerhouse sound. This supergroup brings together some of the finest horn players in contemporary jazz, reimagining classics from Earth, Wind & Fire, Tower of Power, and Chicago with fresh energy. It's a lineup of Grammy-nominated and chart-topping talent. Saxophonist Gerald Albright, Richard Elliott, and Mindy Abair, joined by the fiery Aubrey Logan on trombone, and leading the charge, saxophonist Dave Koz. Together, they are Summer horns. Another back-to-back week. Here's the 1970 rendition of Vehicle.
Hey, well, I'm a friendly stranger in the black sedan. Once you hop inside my car, I got pictures, got candy, I'm a lover for men. I can take you to the nearest star. I'm your vehicle, baby. I take you anywhere you wanna go. I'm your vehicle woman. By now I'm sure you know that I love you, I need you, I want to God to have you child. Great God in heaven, you know I love you. Well, if you want to be a movie star, I got tickets to the Hollywood. And if you want to stay just like you are, you know I really think you should. I'm your vehicle, baby. I take you anywhere you wanna go. I'm your vehicle woman. By now I'm sure you know that I love you and I need you and I want to God to have you child. Great God in heaven, you know I love you. Oh, you know I do.
Weekend Smooth Jazz Countdown.
Now, let's shine the spotlight on a chart-rising guitarist who's right outside the velvet rope this week, holding it at number 26. Detroit-born guitarist who has carved out a sound that blends smooth jazz, R&B, and soul. He's played alongside greats like Escape, Genuine, Kindred Family Soul, and even jazz legend Marcus Belgrave. Known for putting heart into every note, this guitarist brings intimacy and warmth to his music, like he's telling you a story through his guitar. His latest release is a tender reinterpretation of the original classic by Michael Jackson, slowed down and reimagined as a soulful, smooth jazz embrace. Here's guitarist Kenny Rockett with his rendition of Rock With Ya.
Weekend Smooth Jazz Countdown. The top 15 are next. No need to spin the wheel. We've got the sure thing. The Weekend Smooth Jazz Countdown with Pamela Black resumes now.
Welcome back. We're diving into the top 15, where the energy is always full of surprises. And sliding into the countdown at number 15 is an artist who's been shaping smooth jazz for over 3 decades, earning multiple number 1 Billboard hits along the way. His journey has taken him from the classroom of Berkeley to the world stages of Bob James, Earth, Wind & Fire, and many, many more. Offstage, he's a devoted family man with a creative eye for photography and painting. Last week, he was our safe bet at number 23, and with a leap of 8 spots, he's now holding strong at number 15. Here's saxophonist Marion Meadows and his release, Just Doing Me.
We're counting down the 20 smoothest jazz songs of the week. The Weekend Smooth Jazz Countdown. Number 14.
We just checked out our number 14 song, Streets of Gold by Quentin Gerard W. Keeping the music going, let's check out an artist who's a saxophonist with a sound that blends smooth jazz, funk, and soul with the energy all his own. He's performed with legends like Lionel Richie, Anthony Hamilton, CeeLo Green, and even has toured the world with one of the last horn players with Prince and the New Power Generation. This week, he's lighting up the countdown at lucky number 13. Here's saxophonist Adrian Crutchfield with his release, So Good.
Weekend Smooth, number 12.
Closing out that selection was our number 12 song, Outstanding, by minister and keyboardist Ben Tankard. Just before we get into the top 10, let's see who landed into our number 11 spot. A smooth jazz saxophonist and vocalist whose career bridges both performance and education. He first broke through in the late 80s with an R&B infused style that made him a chart favorite. Beyond his recordings, he serves as a professor at Berklee College of Music, mentoring the next generation of musicians. It's that rare mix of chart success and classroom influence that's earned him a recognition as both a top artist and a respected educator. Coming in at number 11 this week is saxophonist Walter Beasley with his release, Lazy Afternoon. Before we dig into the top 10, the spotlight shifts center stage for our featured headliner.
Headlining artist.
Bringing that extra touch of jazz magic. For more than 4 decades, this extraordinary musician has been at the heart of contemporary jazz, shaping its sound with rich harmonies, deep grooves, and unforgettable melodies. Born in Philadelphia, he started playing the piano at the age of 4. Later, sharpened his skills at the Berklee College of Music in Boston. A keyboardist, composer, and producer and a band leader, he helped pioneer the jazz fusion movement of the late 70s. His music opened doors for future stars, even giving young Kenny G his first break. And he's written and produced for artists like Dave Koz, Richard Elliott, and Gerald Albright. Over the years, he's earned multiple Grammy nominations, and in 2018 won Best Contemporary Instrumental Album with Prototype. Offstage, his story is just as inspiring. He overcame polycystic kidney disease with a life-saving transplant from his wife, Mink. Innovator, mentor, survivor, and one of the most defining voices of the genre. It's Jeff Lorber with his 2003 release of Gigabyte.
Weekend Smooth Jazz Countdown. The top 10 are next. From the land of neon nights and jazz lights, we're back to the Weekend Smooth Jazz Countdown with Pamela Black.
Welcome back to Hour 2 of the coolest show in America. We've set the tone in the first half, and now it's time to dive into the top 10. She's a classically trained flautist turned smooth jazz star, known for her radiant tone and Billboard charting hits. A graduate of the University of Alabama, she's performed alongside legends like Jonathan Butler, Paul Jackson Jr., and Jasmine Hint. Offstage, she's a devoted mom and educator, passionate about inspiring the next generation of musicians. And a fun fact, she's also the host of Block Party Radio, where she shines a spotlight on fellow smooth jazz artists across the airwaves. Here's flautist Kim Scott with her release, Alma de Lesbon.
We're counting down the 20 smoothest jazz songs of the week. The Weekend Smooth Jazz Countdown. Number 9.
Smooth Spin was our number 9 song, Feel the Heat, by keyboardist Nathan Mitchell. Let's roll the dice and slide into our number 8. A respected saxophonist, producer, multi-instrumentalist who spent over 3 decades shaping contemporary jazz. With 20 albums, 9 Grammys, and a multiple number 1 Billboard hits, his legacy blends groove, soul, and sophistication. Born in Los Angeles, he's a self-proclaimed foodie who loves whipping up something tasty in the kitchen, just like the flavor he brings to every track. This week, Leaving the number 6 spot, but still a great showing at number 8, is saxophonist Gerald Albright with his release, Living My Best Life.
Weekend Smooth. Number 7.
You just vibed with our number 7 song. He's up 4 more spots this week. Well, all right, by saxophonist Kirk Whalum. Next up, they've been redefining smooth jazz since the mid-90s with a signature blend of groove, world beats, and electric edge, a sound that's both laid back and electrifying, with multiple Billboard-topping albums and a crossover appeal that draws in even non-jazz fans. Their music remains a powerhouse 3 decades on, sliding out of the number 3 spot, but still shining at number 6 is Third Force, with their release, Show Me the Way. Sounding Great was your number 6 song, Show Me the Way, by Third Force, featuring guitarist Niels.
Vintage Smooth.
He may not live in the world of smooth jazz, but tonight he takes center stage as a highlight of the week. Born in Galesburg, Illinois, and raised in Washington State, he started music early, piano at 6, clarinet at 9, and alto at 12. His passion for jazz led him to Indiana University, then to William Patterson College, where he studied under legends like Harold Maubourne, Joe Lovano, and Rufus Reid. In 1991, he made a name for himself, placing second in the Thelonious Monk International Jazz Saxophone Competition behind Joshua Redman. From there, he has recorded prolifically as leader and a sideman. From there, he's recorded prolifically as a leader and a sideman. Over 40 albums and counting. His sound bridges the lineage of bop with Coltrane, George Coleman, and Sonny Rollins as his guiding lights, while always speaking his own clear voice and melodic sounds. Offstage, he's quietly committed to keeping the spirit of jazz alive, playing with integrity and soul in every note. And today, he brings a fresh reinterpretation of Al Green's 1971 classic, Let's Stay Together, from his album, Alexander the Great. Friends, it's my favorite straight-ahead sax man. Here's Eric Alexander with his 2000 release, Let's Stay Together.
Weekend Smooth Jazz Countdown. The top 5 are next. Where the sax is so smooth and the stakes are high. Back to the Weekend Smooth Jazz Countdown with Pamela Black.
We've made it to the jackpot round, the top 5. This is where the thrill kicks in, the lights glow brighter, and your favorite tracks play like a winning hand. Climbing 2 spots into the number 5, here's a collaboration that brings rhythm, soul, and smooth sophistication. Behind the drums is a composer, producer, and band leader who's worked with Kirk Whalum, Alex Bugnon, and countless others, fusing gospel roots with jazz finesse. At the keys, one of UK's brightest exports, a chart-topping artist celebrated for his energy on stage and in the studio. Together, they create a sound that's both uplifting and magnetic. This is James P.J. Spraggins featuring Oli Silk on keys. Here's their release, High Five.
Weekend Smooth. Number 4.
We just heard our number 4 song that's up one more spot this week, On the Road, by keyboardist Brian Culbertson, featuring bassist Marcus Miller and percussionist Sheila E. Last week's number 1 and now showing strong at number 3, this artist is one of the pioneers of contemporary jazz. A Grammy-nominated saxophonist and flautist, he spent nearly 4 decades blending jazz, R&B, and global rhythms into a sound all his own. With platinum-selling albums, tours alongside legends like Prince, and even performances for Nelson Mandela and the U.S. presidents, his impact reaches far beyond the charts. And joining him on the keys is chart-topping pianist and producer. Here's saxophonist Najee, featuring Brian Simpson on keyboards, and their release, Salvador. Claiming the number 3 spot, Salvador by saxophonist Najee, featuring keyboardist Brian Simpson. Now, up next is a guitarist who's quickly emerging as one of smooth jazz's rising stars, blending soulful phrases with a modern touch. He's a graduate of the Academy of Contemporary Music in Guildford, where he studied under some of UK's finest tutors. Offstage, his passion for classic cars often inspires the way he approaches music, drawing parallels between the smooth lines of a vintage ride and the fluid melodies he creates. Timeless both in style and sound. Holding steady back-to-back at number 2 this week is guitarist Roberto Restuccia with his release, De Nada. You just heard our number 2 track, De Nada, by guitarist Roberto Restuccia. And here it is. Now, our jackpot #1 song of the week.
All bets are in. It's time for this week's #1 song.
At the very top is a saxophonist affectionately known as the Saxtress. With a career spanning more than 20 years, she's released over a dozen albums, blending smooth jazz, R&B, and soul into a sound all her own. Along the way, she's earned Billboard chart success, toured worldwide, and even collaborated with artists like Patti LaBelle and Babyface. But there's more to her story. Offstage, she's a gifted visual artist, creating paintings and designing her own album covers, adding a personal touch to the music you hold in your hands. She's also a devoted mother, often saying her greatest joy is balancing family with the music she loves. Powerful, creative, and endlessly inspiring. It's this week's #1 song. Here's saxophonist Pamela Williams with her release, Strollin. You just enjoyed the jackpot tune of the week, our number one song, Strollin, by saxophonist Pamela Williams. The Weekend Smooth Jazz Countdown was recorded at the KUNV studios, produced by Jason Beatty, engineered by Wes Knight, and chart data provided by MediaBase. Your music, your countdown, hosted by yours truly, Pamela Black. Want to stay connected? Find me on Facebook under Pamela Black and Instagram under Pamela's Place. Big love to our artists and to you, our Smooth Jazz family, for keeping jazz alive and moving coast to coast. And before we go, here's an artist that made it to number 27 and is destined to be on the charts. It's our safe bet. He's a saxophonist who's been one of the most consistent hit makers in contemporary jazz for more than 3 decades. Blending jazz with R&B, soul, and pop, he's released over a dozen albums, 4 of them certified gold, and earned multiple Grammy nominations along the way. Here's Boney James with his release, Bounce. From the host who loves you the most, mounds and mounds of caramel kisses. Until next week, take care.
This is the Smooth Jazz Radio Top 20 Countdown. Bonus track,